Welcome back to the Goku Report, and this is a new edition of vinyl pickups. Now, total we have technically, as I've stated whenever I do these, try to do about 5 vinyls, technically 4 separate things, but one is special. So with that said, first up, looking at a couple of guilty pleasure albums for me personally. Let me know if you'd like me to review any of these guilty pleasure albums in the future here on my secondary channel. As you see, wearing recently picked up a new Ghost shirt, which I'm happy. Um, if you're at all interested in buying right now metal shirts or anime shirts, Hot Topic has a deal going on if you go there. Buy one, get one 30% off. But with that said, as we get to it, the first up is something I was happy to see actually available at Walmart. And the first of the pickups is the Creed Greatest Hits. And this is the first time ever that Creed was officially released on vinyl, which is quite nice. Also, the fact you get cool Creed design on the actual vinyl record itself. This is just a collection of the greatest songs or biggest hits of theirs from their first 3 albums. So you have songs like, well, songs like Don't Stop Dancing, My Sacrifice, also songs like My Own Prison, superb song, Higher, With Arms Wide Open, What If, and many other great songs, as well as Bullets, one of my all-time favorites. But with that said, that's it for the first vinyl, but I am happy I found this and at a very reasonable price, as I am a longtime Creed fan, going all the way back to their debut album. And I believe I was first introduced to Creed around 1997, not too long after their debut album, My Own Prison. Still, I always have had a special place for Creed. Second is the big guilty pleasure. Admittedly, it's not a great album, but for some reason I still like it regardless, and I can't believe I actually saw it available on vinyl. And yes, that is the album All the Right Reasons, Nickelback. Though there's mostly specific songs on the album, like I'm sure with many people, that really I enjoy. Admittedly, Photograph is one of those songs that is a definite guilty pleasure. I admit it's not a great song, but I still like it. For whatever reason, there's actually some solid songs on the album, actually. Of course, probably one of the most, I would say now, consider one of the most iconic songs is probably Rockstar. Though I think they had much better songs on the album, but to each their own, regardless. And yes, yeah, I was surprised to see this, and also the fact it was dirt cheap on vinyl. Though, I guess maybe they figure people aren't willing to pay as much money for Nickelback albums, or specifically albums like this. The State is going for a bit pricier, on average going for about $10 more than All the Right Reasons. Eventually I want to get The State on vinyl, if I can, for a reasonable price, as well as maybe Dark Horse, which I feel is a underrated album, actually, from Nickelback, but whatever the case, it is still, it's a nice addition to my guilty pleasure music. Second to last, this was one of the big ones for me finding on vinyl. The most recent album, of course, that was released by Iron Maiden, which is my number one favorite metal band of all time. Obviously, also very influential in many other bands, like I would say, they were influential on bands like Ghost, as was also Black Sabbath. But still, this is in total 3 vinyls. Big. Not surprising given how massive long some of the songs on the album is. Still, nevertheless, arguably for me personally, it's in my top 5 favorite Iron Maiden albums of all time. I would say this is in my top, arguably my top 5, as well as Final Frontier is probably my personal favorite. And then the one in between Final Frontier and this, also, is in my top 5, along with Power Slave and Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. But with that said, still, I am glad to have this. Just to know, if you're at all curious about getting this on vinyl, it is going to cost you a little bit more, as the average price range for this specific album is going for about $40 to $50 on average. So just know you'll be showing out, and it's that way with pretty much almost all Iron Maiden albums. I mean, trust me, I want to get more Iron Maiden vinyl, but some of their vinyls are insane in price. 7 cent of a 7 cent, you're going to be showing out well over $100. Even Vinyl Frontier is going for over $100, which is insane to me. But nevertheless, I already had this on special edition CD. But when I saw this at local record store, couldn't resist picking it up. As a longtime Maiden fan. Now, last is technically a couple. This was a special release celebrating, at the time, the 20th anniversary of Linkin Park Hybrid Theory, now 22 years old, hard to believe. It's been that many years since the original Linkin Park album was released. Rest in peace, Chester. And this is just the basic special edition. Now, total, you actually get 3 vinyls in this. In total, you get, obviously, first, Hybrid Theory, of course, an all-time classic. You also get the cool remix album, Reanimation, in the collection, which is really cool, because I definitely love some of the remixes, especially Crawling is one of my personal favorites. And then you get the special Linkin Park B-side, which is actually really cool for a few specific songs that I like, actually. And it's cool hearing like different versions of some of the classics. Like, for instance, it's interesting, it shows like a special version of In the End, which was a special radio release from BBC in England. So it's kind of cool getting like special like rare versions of the songs. But in total in this collection, yeah, you get, honestly, 3 interesting Linkin Park vinyl releases, which is awesome. And I think it's more than worth the asking price for it. I believe it was like, I think I paid like $55 for it. But for 5 vinyls, or 3 vinyls, that's actually not bad at all. And in fact, it is Linkin Park, which is all the more reason why I had to pick it up. But with that said, that is it for this edition of Vinyl Pickups. I'll see y'all next time, same YouTube time, same YouTube channel. See you again soon enough, and everyone out there stay safe with all the craziness going on in the world right now. See you again soon.